Welcome, everyone, to today's Explainer. Listen, if you're a focused learner looking to really grasp the cutting edge of real estate tech, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're taking on the ultimate villain of the real estate world. I mean, if you've ever bought off plan property or even just attempted a basic renovation, especially in Egypt and the wider MENA region, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that notoriously chaotic, just endlessly stressful home finishing process. Taking this empty, echoey shell of concrete and actually turning it into a beautiful move-in ready home, it's usually a total nightmare. But today we're going to look at the exact technology that is completely rewriting this story. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our calming blueprint for today. We're going to cover the home finishing nightmare, the PropTech super app, ThinkDar AI, the 5-phase journey, and finally, how to achieve total peace of mind. So, part 1, the home finishing nightmare, a regional pain point. To really understand the cure here, we have to validate the pain. Every single year, thousands of buyers in the MENA region get handed the keys to a bare brick, off-plan apartment. And honestly, that is when the real stress begins. It's basically a recipe for total emotional and financial exhaustion. You've got absolutely no coordination between trades, like the plumber is literally stepping on the electrician's toes. Materials get delivered weeks at the wrong time, leaving you tripping over boxes. You're hit with massive budget overruns, endless disputes with contractors, and, well, the absolute worst part, zero single point of accountability. Everyone just blames everyone else. Which brings us to part 2, the PropTech super app, the unified solution. Now imagine if you didn't have to manage any of that chaos manually. Enter the Kemedar ecosystem. This is our hero's weapon. It completely replaces that fragmented chaos with unified technology, and it does this using a brilliant, highly functional rule of 3. First up, you have Kemedar itself, which handles the property. Second, Kemework, for managing all the vetted service professionals. And third, Kemetro, which is the marketplace for all your building materials. The platform just seamlessly stitches all 3 of these modules together into one single perfect project management experience. Moving right along to part 3, ThinkDar AI for real estate. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that having a unified platform is a great start, right? But to fully automate the finishing process, you really need a brain behind it. ThinkDar isn't just some generic AI chatbot you play around with. It's the very first AI model built exclusively for real estate, and it's been trained on millions of specific data points right from the MENA region. I mean, it literally knows the current real-time local market price for a square meter of Egyptian porcelain tiles. It knows the daily rate for an electrician in New Cairo and exactly how many bags of cement you're going to need for a specific wall size. It is explicitly purpose-built to solve local brick and mortar problems. All right, let's get into part 4, the 5-phase journey. I want you to put yourself right in the shoes of an actual property owner opening up this app. Instead of making 50 panicked phone calls, your journey follows 5 highly logical steps. 1. Design and planning, powered by AI. 2. Material procurement through Kemetro. 3. Professional coordination via Kemework. 4. Progress tracking with AI and a franchise owner. And 5. Snagging and handover. This logical progression right here, it completely eliminates the traditional overlapping guesswork of a typical renovation. So, in phase 1, design, you start by just telling the app your property details and picking your finishing style. Then you simply select your budget tier. Say you choose economy. The app instantly focuses on high-quality local materials to keep your labor rates and overall costs down. But if you select luxury, it automatically specs out all premium, mostly imported finishes and bespoke elements. You literally just make the choice, and the app does all the heavy lifting. Which leads us to a massive piece of industry jargon you really need to know, the BOQ, or Bill of Quantities. In the old days, you'd pay an engineer a lot of money and wait weeks, literally weeks, to get this comprehensive, itemized document detailing all the materials, labor, and costs. But with Kemedar Finish, you just upload a 2D PDF of your floor plan. ThinkDar's AI vision actually extracts the room dimensions, wall lengths, door counts, instantly, and then it auto-generates a complete, highly accurate BOQ in like 2 to 3 minutes. It's just incredible. And this brilliantly illustrates the extreme financial transparency Kemetro provides before a single hammer is even swung. You get this incredibly clear dashboard showing your exact budget breakdown. You see precisely what goes to materials, labor, the contingency fund, platform fees, and supervision fees. And the absolute best part, if you change your mind and swap a tile choice in the app, the BOQ updates in real time. This completely protects you from those dreaded, out-of-nowhere budget overruns. Once you approve that BOQ, we hit phases 2 and 3. I want you to really notice the contrast here. Phase 2 handles automated procurement, all materials are ordered directly from the Kemetro catalog with perfectly staged delivery timelines. Meanwhile, Phase 3 automatically matches and sequences top-rated professionals from Kemework. Because these two systems are constantly talking to each other, the app ensures your tiles arrive exactly when the tiler is scheduled to walk through the door. That classic nightmare of paying contractors to just stand around waiting for delayed materials, completely solved by code. Now we enter Phase 4, where the actual work happens, and this relies entirely on another absolute game-changer of a concept, escrow. With Kemedar, you don't just hand a contractor a huge envelope of cash and cross your fingers hoping for the best. Instead, your budget sits securely in a Kemedar escrow account. Those funds are only released in specific milestone payments when phases of work are objectively verified as complete. This gives you, the homeowner, total financial leverage and complete peace of mind. So how exactly is that work verified? Through some truly incredible progress tracking. Professionals are actually required to upload daily photos of their work right to the app. Then, ThinkDar's AI instantly analyzes those required daily photos to check quality. It's crazy, but the AI can actually detect missing grout, an unleveled tile, or even a safety issue from a simple progress photo before you even visit the site. And just to back up the tech, a local Kemedar franchise owner provides on-site human verification to make absolutely sure everything is up to standard. Finally, we reach Phase 5, snagging. Now, if you don't know, snagging is just the process of inspecting a newly finished property to identify minor defects or incomplete work that the contractor has to fix before handover. Usually, snagging is basically a screaming match between an owner and a contractor over what even constitutes a defect. But with this platform, snagging transforms from a nightmare argument into a calm, objective, AI-generated checklist. Here's how this builds so much confidence. ThinkDar AI literally compares the original agreed design right against the final delivery photos. It automatically generates a snag list and even ranks the issues by severity, so the professional knows exactly what needs fixing. And because of that escrow system we talked about, the professional's final payment is entirely withheld until every single one of those specific fixes is approved by you and the franchise owner. They are highly motivated to make your home absolutely perfect before handing over those keys. So the crucial point is part 5, total peace of mind. We've taken a deeply broken, endlessly frustrating analog process and completely replaced it with a transparent, AI-driven ecosystem. If you remember absolutely nothing else from this explainer, remember this number right here, 1. You now have exactly one single point of accountability. One unified dashboard that manages every design, your BOQ, all your material orders, daily workers' photos, and all your payments. No more dozens of fragmented phone calls, no more surprise invoices, just one unified source of truth. It really just shifts your entire perspective on property ownership, doesn't it? With the notorious nightmare of renovation finally solved by AI and smart ecosystems like Kemedar Finish, that massive barrier to upgrading or investing is just gone. So I'll leave you with this question. With all of this solved, what will your next real estate investment be? Thank you so much for learning with me today. I really hope this explainer sparks your curiosity about the future of PropTech. Definitely be sure to explore Kemedar Finish to see this incredible technology for yourself.